What's up, everybody? Mono's Football here, back with another podcast video. So like I always say, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm not trying to waste nobody time. So as you see in the title, we're going to be talking about the Browns quarterback situation for the 2025 and 2026 season, my thoughts about it, how I would fix it, or just how I would have went about it. So first, we have to start off with the Deshaun Watson deal. He got signed to the Browns like 2-3 years ago. I don't really remember. It was after he left the Texans after all them crazy allegations. My thoughts on that deal at the time were, I felt like it was a little bold, especially since they gave him like $230 million fully guaranteed to somebody that had those type of allegations. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a little risky. Also, it's a little risky to give somebody that much money after not playing for a little while. But to their defense, I did not think he would not play up to the standard that he did when he was with the Texans. I think that is because of the offense that Kevin Stefanski is running. It's a little different than the offense that Bill O'Brien was running with the Texans. I think for Deshaun Watson to succeed, he would need to go back to that type of offense, but that's besides the point. But to start off with, why everything went wrong with the Browns quarterback situation was because of the Deshaun Watson deal. But with Deshaun Watson being injured for the 2026 season, they went into free agency with a big hole. The hole is a quarterback position. They ended up signing Joe Flacco. And my thoughts on that was, I think they should have signed a veteran quarterback, but Joe Flacco would not be the quarterback I would have signed. I rather would have had them signed, somebody like a Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. I understand that they're in the twilight of their careers, but Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are both better than Joe Flacco, and they both give them better, they put them in a better position to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Joe Flacco, no disrespect to Joe Flacco, but the Browns playoff game from a couple years ago, Joe Flacco single-handedly lost up that game, in my opinion. I don't really understand why they would bring him back. When you had Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers in free agency right there, I feel like they should have went after them. You know what I'm saying? But so that's like the first, I'm not gonna say mistake, but mistake I think they did. Next, they, before they signed Joe Flacco, they traded for Kenny Pickett, which I don't really think it was that horrible. They didn't give up a lot at all. They gave up like a mid-round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? So the Kenny Pickett deal was not bad, but I really think they should have got a better quarterback in free agency, like somebody like Russell Wilson. Then in the draft, they drafted 2 quarterbacks, and to me, that was the dumbest thing you can do. It was by far the dumbest thing you can do, because first of all, they should have just drafted Shedeur in the first place, in the second, third round. Should have got him in the first place. But then they sat here and got Dillon Gabriel in the third, and then sat here and got Shedeur in the fifth. And I feel like that's stupid because, first of all, that's a distraction to Dillon Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? That's a distraction to him, because everybody, all the fans, and probably most of the players want Shedeur to start over Dillon Gabriel, and that's going to mess with him mentally. You know what I'm saying? And then with Shedeur, it's like they're not even giving Shedeur a fair shot. They're not even giving Shedeur a fair shot. Like, why? He's not getting no first team reps when, like, come on now, sit here and tell me that Dillon Gabriel is better than Shedeur Sanders. Like, there's no way nobody can sit here and tell me that Dillon Gabriel is better than Shedeur Sanders. Just no way in the world. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like them drafting 2 quarterbacks was stupid because, like I said, it was a distraction to Dillon Gabriel, and then not giving Shedeur a fair shot. It was better off just letting Shedeur go anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So the Browns quarterback situation, they made a lot of bad mistakes. Even trading Baker, that was a mistake. They should have just stuck out with Baker. Look at Baker now. Baker's going crazy with the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know if it's the GM, I don't know if it's the owner, but they need to start making better decisions at the quarterback position, because their team is pretty talented. You know what I'm saying? Their defense, oh my gosh, bro, their defense is fire. Oh, and then the Browns sat here and drafted Dillon Gabriel in the third and Shedeur in the fifth. Bro, they could have just drafted Shedeur in the third and in the fifth get a receiver, or they could have just drafted a receiver in the third or an O-lineman in the third and got Shedeur in the fifth. Help build y'all offense, because y'all offense needs help anyway. So why would you sit here and spend 2 draft picks on 2 quarterbacks? It just, I don't know. I don't understand why they drafted 2 quarterbacks. That was like the dumbest thing you could do to me. But week 1 hasn't started yet. They have not named their starter yet. What do I think they should do? I think they have 4 quarterbacks on the roster. They need to get rid of one of them. There's no way you're going in the week 1 with 4 quarterbacks. That's just crazy. I will keep Joe Flacco just for his veteran presence. I don't think they're going to get rid of Dillon. I just don't think so. But then no way to get rid of Shedeur. The fans will go crazy if they did. So they're probably going to get rid of Kenny Pickett. But that's also stupid to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to look at my notes. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their plan is. But if I had to guess the week 1 starter, I would say Joe Flacco. Who would I start week 1? I would probably start... Because one thing that you don't want to do is just rotate quarterbacks. Like, oh, let's start Joe Flacco. He plays bad, and then you put Kenny Pickett in. Kenny Pickett plays bad, then you put Dylan Gabriel in. Like, no. Like, I think it's better for the locker room to have one quarterback who they know to start and just stick it out. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't even know how I would fix this situation. To be honest with you, I just think they should just start Shedeur, bro. Like, he's the future of the Browns, in my opinion. I think Shedeur is a really good quarterback. I think I don't know, but at the same time, I feel like they're playing in his face. They definitely play in his face. I feel like they're disrespecting him. I'm trying to look at the positives. Maybe they're trying to just make him work hard. You know what I'm saying? Every rep, he needs to play like his career on the line, because with the Browns, it kind of is. So maybe they just trying to develop him. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about the Browns quarterback situation. What I would do is I would start Shedeur Sanders. That's what I would do. And I would get rid of one of the quarterbacks. That's what I would do right now. But if I was a GM, I would have signed Russell Wilson. I would have traded for Kenny Pickett, and I would have drafted Shedeur. And I would start Russell Wilson for this season, and then I'll have Shedeur develop, and he'll be my starter the following season. That's what I would have did if I was a GM. What I would do now is I would start Shedeur this week 1 and just stick it out. That's what I would do. So yeah, I just wanted to go on here just for a little bit, just talk about the Browns quarterback situation, how I would fix it, what I would do now, things like that. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. We just hit 20 subscribers. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Peace.